I'm I'm here, guys. Speak with you, and I hope I improve my English.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Uh, well, Maria, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria. I am 19 years old. I am from Salvador, Bahia. So I can talk about myself more. I careers international relations. I really like language. I'm also hot here in Spanish immersion. So every Monday at 6 p.m. if everyone has interest in this, so just call. It's a good language as well. So I really like talk and talk. It's very good to talk here. I have to practice my English. I wasn't practice so much. So now it's time to do it. And that's it.
Perfectly. Letícia, introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Letícia. I'm living in Porto Alegre too. I'm I'm a neighbor of the Wesley. Okay, and I'm a software developer, and I've been to Talk and Talking since last August, and I remember. Okay, it's a good place to improve my English, and now I feel better to talk with English constantly with compare of 7 months ago. And my hobby is to practice my Pilates. Okay, I practice Pilates for a long time ago. Oh my God, 13 years, and I like it.
Perfectly. uh, well, people, my name is Sabrina. I'm living in Magé, Rio de Janeiro. I'm a software developer and I'm a lawyer too. Uh, I'm 35 years old. Um, I don't know. I'm have so many pets. This is a curiosity of me. Uh, I have 7 dogs and 10 cats, and I think that uh, I know this talk is about technology. Okay, this is a tech talk, but I'm in general. I'm like talk about the universe in the technology are. Uh, I can't talk that. Okay, I can't. I like talk about so many topics related to technology. Okay, and I think this is a topic. I created this topic before uh, the boom of this topic on news, on uh, social medias, but I think this is a good moment for this. uh, okay, so we are starting for the second question. Leticia, do you remember if there were fake news before social networks? What did you experience in this regard?
Fake news before the social networks. I remember in the, how can I say, fofoca in English,
Uh,
in the
oh my God,
schools,
gossipy,
neighbor,
gossipy.
gossips in in schools, neighborhoods, and in many communities in general. I think that creates more fake news because I don't remember this name or this kind of the fake news before the social media. I think it's the words created with this specific social networks. But before that, it's the other kind of the fake news.
Yeah, I think on when I was a teenager, uh, we received so many emails with hoax, uh, stories, uh, with alerts of uh, big problem happening on the Microsoft, where the MSN our payment on this time. If you don't sending this message for 15 people, or
Okay. It's a current. I don't know can I say in English.
yeah.
Okay.
Or if you don't send this for, we received so many fake stories on email, but we don't have this name like fake news. But in these days, I think the fake news use the same strategy of hoax. I think in this similar structure for create. And Maria, do you are so young? What do you talk about this?
So I was trying to remember, but I think in the whole life of history, we have fake news because when someone who has power, for example, a country who has the United States, they have power, so they can create what history they want to talk, history they want to talk. So in general, I think that for me to remember, something like emails or something like that could be more in journals in general because we know the media manipulated us. However, I didn't remember because I'm so young. So I think the boom of fake news has been with social network. Yeah, like I know even with WhatsApp, like I don't know how to say correntes in English. Like you guys are saying, could be an example of that because they spread a lot of fake news and a lot of groups and people just pass. But I can't remember before social networks because I'm very but I believe that fake news are are from the beginning of the world because we don't know the truth of everything, so it's very hard. Think that.
Perfectly. And you, Wesley, what do you think about this?
In my opinion, fake news was always present in human society, right? The internet just increased the impact of that. So before internet, we was very limited. But now we can just record a video, put it online, and we can talk with millions of people, right? So I think it's a very human thing, right? And the internet just increased the impact of that. So more people have visibility and opinions, can express their opinions, and so much more people can disagree with that opinion, right? So there are a lot of discussions in social network and politics, and I think everything is mixed, right? I think the key is the internet because the visibility of that, the fake news, right, just shows it yourself. Just how I can say that we can see the fake news more easily in the society.
I agree with you. Well, Leticia, do you believe that social networks play a significant role in increasing the spread of false news, and why?
I agree. And this nowadays, for example, in social media, you can share your fake news just one click. And it's easier if you compare in the past, you send the email for 10 people, for example, and now it's one click. And you disappear, or for example, the chain about this, okay? The history about this, because if I follow, if I share with in my social media, there is a lot of people share with again. I don't have idea how many people share with the fake news. Okay, and I think there is a, how can I say, clickbait, the title. Okay, a lot of the title, it's a clickbait, and it's get impact with people, and people don't see the news, and they just follow, just share with.
Yesterday my husband talked one phrase for me. I think you read the notes. No, my husband don't make this on the in general, but yesterday he talked for me one message. Husband. Okay. I will read. Okay. I read. Okay. Letizia, make the question for Maria or Wesley, please.
Wesley. The third question.
Yeah, sorry.
Let me see.
Do you believe that social networks play a significant role in increasing the spread of false news? Why? The third question.
Okay. I think I agree with that, because the internet is a new thing for us, right? If you think in the past, we didn't have internet, and as this is a new thing, we are learning how to use that, and as the social media too, because social media is more new than the internet, right? So it's a thing we are learning how to use that, and from now the people kept just redirecting some news that are not very true, or there's some points that have political bias, right? So I think the people have to sometime will start and learn to filter this content, and I think it will just happen in a natural way. So we don't have to regulate. We don't have to the government to push and limit our liberty, right? So I think we will just learn how to use that, and take advantage for this, for making more contacts, make more money in the career, right? So learn more cultures, right? From another countries, and I think that's the way.
Perfectly. Wesley, make the question for Maria, please.
Okay. Maria, do you believe that social networks play a significant role in increasing the spread of false news? Why?
Yes, like the guy said, like Leticia said, for example, the social network, you can just spread information so fast. If this information has some, like, I don't know how to say English, gatilhos, or they talk about a gossip or about a famous, it will spread so fast. And I think the social networks create a herd effect. So if he's posting that, probably it'll be true. So I will post as well. So this, this herd effect in everyone is increased by social media and all those things. So it's very hard to let's say confront this, because in the internet it's hard to find the people that made that comment, or I think the social networks increase, for example, bullying, cyberbullying, and things like that, because we don't have control who is tasking this. And people in social networks, I think that creates a way to say like, oh, now here anyone can see what I will talk, what I think, if I am a racist, if I am homophobic, or against anything. So I can just type this on that comment. I can type this on that comment about that celebrity or anything. So I can spread everything I think without judgment. However, it's a risk, and making our society more sad today. I think that's.
I'm agree with you. I don't know. I believe that the use of the social networks, social medias on a large scale has made it easier for malicious groups to manipulate the masses in a discreet way, mainly because the famous bubbles. When I was a teenager, we used the internet, but we don't have the bubbles because we talk with our friends. We talk with people and the others thinking, but in these days, sorry, my dog. uh, in these days, because the algorithms and the the my dog confused me. Sorry. Uh, uh, when we talk in the internet, we are easy. We communicate more easy with the people that think like us. So with this, we can manipulate. Sorry, she leave my tennis. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. She eats. Sorry. Crazy dog. Sorry. In general, I'm thinking we create a space for a polarization. The polarization has increased all time because the bubbles, because that I think is a good place to spread the fake news and create a more more and more good place to polarize it, to increase the polarization. I don't know. I think it is so dangerous. Well, people, Maria, choose anyone and make the question 4, please.
Okay. I think I'm talking about 4. Where's the role of individual responsibility and prevent the spread of fake news? Leslie, what do you think about that?
Let me see.
She makes the question 5. Sorry.
Yeah. Can you repeat again, please?
Okay. Where is the role of individual responsibility and the prevent the spread of fake false news?
Yes, I think this is a good question because, as I said before, the people have to learn how to use the social media, right? So you cannot just spread some news that is fake. You have to filter, check if this is real, check if the information is correct, the sources if are okay, and then you can send for your friends if you want to do it right. So I think that's the way the people, as I said before, social networks are a very new thing if you analyze the years that we have that, and the people sometimes will learn or not. I prefer to think that the people will learn and will avoid in the future spread those fake news, right?
Perfectly. Make the question for other people, please.
Let me see. Leticia, right? Leticia, what is the role of individual responsibility in preventing the spread of false news?
I agree with you said about the people check the information before, for example. But if you think people consume the information, okay. But if the other kind of people, there is a, how can I say, a lot of follows, and they didn't check the information, and they create a little videos, for example, with the fake news, or with the, how can I say, it's not a correct information, okay? It's create a bias with the information. And I think it's the other kind of the problem, because people there is other people follow this, and the people thinks it's the other kind, the other person said the trust, for example. How can I example? There is a channel about the science, for example, and the two girls talk a lot of the fake news about the many types of the science. Sometimes I'm incredible, and the people trusty with this, okay, and the people there. Some people said there is specific research talked about blah 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 blah, but doesn't the research don't talk about this, okay? And they think it's the, I don't know, it's irresponsible with the people to share the information and check this, but the internet don't have a control about this, and it depends. I think it depends more now. Depends more than consuming the information, check if it's a correct, with the other people follow, share with this information. And you, Sabrina, how do you think about this?
Do you know me, okay? I'm trying to be a normal people now. Okay. I don't know. I think we need create some rules for this, because the individual responsibility is let me see. After the fake news create and spread, the dangers are on the internet. So because that's, I think we need create so many responsibilities, so many rules for this, because just individual responsibility. I will make example. I don't know if you learn about read about, oh my god, listen about the case of the channel on the 20 oh my god, oh my god, on the time of the cup of the world in the football, when a guy creates a channel for talk for a joke, for talk the North Korean are talking for your population about the success of North Korean in Cup of the world, the football, and with this, that's a joke. All of medias, official medias, journals, televisions around the world talk about this put this like a fact. So the people's individually, the users of internet believe in this. But if the regular medias can't be the checked, we can trust in the users. I don't know. I think we need thinking the individual responsibility is so fragile, because this is we have so many impact with this. And you, Maria, what think about that?
So this is an interesting question, like you were saying, for example, like make it suppose you like, for example, Jim. This journal has a point of view of all subjects. They won't post like something they are against them. So, for example, I talk like you have a journal and have like ideological journal of right and left. So they have their point of view. So it's very difficult to know to have this responsibility, because sometimes you'll be I don't know how to say English, are enganados by those, because they have a point of view. So it's more different than just check the information. Because, for example, it's just like a social experiment. For example, a guy has found, for example, selling or both buying, or I just forgot to say drugs, like drugs. And if this is a black man, you'll be the charge. The topic of the oh my god, materia, I just forgot to say. You'll be like he's I don't know how to say English as well. Ladrão. And the other, if it's a white guy, a user, like usuário of drugs. So it's very complicated and even hard and deeper to collect those information. I think that we need to check, like what I say, and search more than the journal and everything, because everything has a point of view and they want to convince you as well. So it's very a difficult question.
I understand you and I agree with you. Wesley, can you make the question 6 for one of us?
Okay. Leticia again. How can education be used to help people identify and combat fake news?
Oh my God. I try sometimes with my family, for example. For example, my mother discovered the internet and some of the videos in the net, and she agree all the time in all she see in the internet. Oh my God, the ghost ship, it's she likes. And I agree with all. And I talk with my family about the check the information, okay, and don't trust with in the first time, okay. Check the information. Check if the other side of the person it's a real person. For example of my mother, okay. She said me last week. She said me, I see a video about the doctor, and the doctor said I drink some tea, and the tea improve my health, for example. And I don't know if the plants, it's a toxic plants, for example. I don't have idea. I'm not a biological person. And I said, and sometimes I explain her about this, and you don't have idea in the other the people in the other side. If you don't see the people, if it's not a famous person, for example, you check if the information it's a true trust information, okay. It's a tip when I use it with my mother, but depends the the other people create this habit and the interest into find if the news it's a trusty or it's the fake news, okay? And I think it depends, the other parts have to work with this. And you, Maria, how do you think about this? The question number 6.
Okay. Like I said before, it's very hard and deeply about this kind of responsibility. However, I think that education has an important role in this because, for example, if we educate people to just, like everyone say, search and just like don't look for one point of view, look for I just forgot how to say the word, references of the newspaper articles and everything, and be attention. For example, exist some persons that believe in an article of opinion. It's an article of opinion. It's not a newspaper article. Oh, it's not a newspaper. It's no like based by scientific and everything. So people today has no interpretation of text in general. So you'll be like for example, I had talk about something, a tea that you increase your productivity. However, you don't know if it's real or not. And people will be like, I just forget because I didn't practice English a long time ago. So yeah, I think that's it. Education plays an important role, and you have just not only check but learn. For example, have but a little of experiment or knowledge about biology. I don't like so much biology, for example, or physics, but history, for example. If you had all all knowledge about history, the world will be so much better. Because not be a specialist in all years, but be attention, just search and search a lot more than the Google and learn all the time. It's hard, but it's a good way to practice. But it's very hard in your world because you have artificial intelligence, and today people can create a video like with my face if they was. So oh my gosh, you'll be so difficult in the in the next years, because I like our artificial intelligence. They are very good and excellent. They can help humanity. However, it has a increased risk in your society and be very difficult because they can create a video about you. How say, I don't know, they can create a video about Bolsonaro, talk a lot of things, or Lula, and how we can prove that if they are they or they are. Oh my god, I just forgot everything. So I need to practice more.
Just communicate. Don't need be perfectly.
Yeah, no, because I don't practice so much time ago. So
Don't worry.
Those words don't come from my mind.
I'm confusing all time. I don't know. When we talk about the education, in general, I'm I'm already was hopeful in the past, but I have so many doubts about this, because if the people don't read the new, read just the title, when we can learn the people how thinking about a notes or news in general, I don't know. In general, I'm so hopeful, but in this, I'm a little. I can't remember the word, but I'm just hopeful. I don't know. Because I'm a big believer on the education, but I think we need to recreate the education, but we don't have the real interest in this. All the interest of this is so many elitism, so many I don't know. I have so many criticals about this because when we need to create the our education can be more deeply. We need develop the critical sense on the childs. We need create the ability to search, to create on thinking, but I don't know when we can have this because we don't incentive the education. We have so many interesting uh, uh, on the education that don't have good interesting is so many malicious interesting. I think we need uh, better the education for this, but I don't know if I believe can be
Uh,
possible.
okay. In my opinion, I think now when you're speaking, a few weeks ago, I read and I listen about the people don't have nowadays people don't have spend time to listen music for more 10 minutes or read the specific articles or in the internet more than 2-3 minutes. Okay, and if you think about this, people I comprehend the people spread the fake news because people don't have time and don't care the time to
Yeah.
spend the time to read and more deeply about the specific topic, about to understand the topic. And the internet create a sense the news and the news it's so fast and the information it's so fast. I don't have time to understand a lot of this, but it's necessary to share with other people in the first time to check this. And I think it's the sense it's a controversial about you think when I was at school and I read to and I needed to go to the library and find a lot of information about a specific topic and the references about this. Okay, now it's only the internet and the internet is so fast. I don't I can't spend a lot of time with check this information.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm cure my anxiety. Uh, be, start make this. I need stop and make deeply think. I will read. Okay, I will stop and I will read one thing. And for the time I need. Okay, I need for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, I will use this time for this. Because we don't use this more. My teenager stepdaughter, uh, she can't study because she can't stop and put her mind in the topic for study. She thinking so many things and she can't stop for 10 minutes and focusing one topic, one one article on this book. We need to make individual effort, but we need society effort because that it is a complex topic in general. Uh, Now, Leticia, make the question 7 for one of us,
I
please.
think I didn't answer
Oh,
the sixth
sorry. I'm crazy. Sorry.
one. No
Answer the
problem.
question, please. Sorry.
Yes.
Excuse me.
How can education be used to help people identify and combat fake news? I think the generations will solve this problem. The future generations will solve this problem because, as I said before, the internet is a very new thing for us, right? So there is a lot of people, for example, my mother, our parents in general, right? So in general, they have some kind of difficulty to use the technology itself. So I think that as the future generations will born and will have all the devices around there, so will be more easily to deal with this technology, right? So in the education thing, I think for now, in the present, we can just encourage people, raise awareness and the critical sense. And oh, you sent me this article, but did you read this article? Let me see. Let's see. Because when the people are spreading fake news, they are just searching for, how I can say that, validation. Because I think the similar way as you think. So I will send this, maybe fake news or not. I will send you this article that is a fake news, and you'll say that you agree with me. And the people didn't read this article. So I think we have, for now, in the present, we have to encourage the people, read the article, check the sources, and I think that's it. And in the future generations, this will be so natural, and I think will not be a problem. So I think that is the way. And that there is another thing. If you are just spreading fake news, you have a reputation, right? You have a name. So you can damage your reputation doing that, for example, in LinkedIn or Instagram or another one. And the damage you are trying to cause will be just backfire for you. So the problem will be, the problem you are trying to cause, is spreading fake news, will backfire for you. So I think this will be some transformation. The internet and social media will transform the society itself, and the education and the use, the fact that people are spreading fake news, this will be solved itself with the future of the generations, right? The future generations.
I have just one problem with this, because unfortunately I know so many people then share fake news knowing this is fake news. When I make a question for people, the people this is so problem in my city. This is a big problem.
Yes.
But we need thinking about how you
Yes.
say we are a young generation with this.
Yes.
This problem is so young problem. We are trying solve this for the time, and it is a way. People, we split the question for. Uh, I will make the question for Leticia, okay? Leticia, what are the main reasons people share fake news on social media?
In my opinion, it's to create more clickbait. Okay. If you think for example, the people need more, how can I say, visibility in the internet, create more visibility in the internet. In my opinion, sometimes people share the fake news to create more visibility, okay, to create the scale in the rise of the topic of the topic, talking about this. And I think that when you talk about the life of the other persons, it's the other topic. It's in the top 10, for example, the top 5.
Yeah.
People like to share about this, and
Yeah.
a lot of people like to know about the gossip of the famous person. Okay,
Yeah.
and okay, and this, but I don't have idea what's the path in the person shares the fake news. I don't know, because it's sometimes I'm incredible about this. What people share with specific topic, what people spend his time with this. Okay, but it's my opinion.
Perfectly. And you, Maria?
This is interesting because, for example, Leticia say about visibility. Yeah, probably will be that because people want to know. I want to increase my followers, so I have to do something that call the attention of everyone. So I can spread a gossip about someone. I can spread a gossip about other famous, and even that. And with this, great. Another one, I think that sometimes people don't know they're spreading fake news because they believe in something, or if one uh, ideological thinker or knowledge. And another one, for example, uh, is institutions and journals, for example. Why they spread fake news? Not necessarily this information is fake, however, it's manipulated because they had a point of view and they were of that. For example, if you, I don't like to watch it or the journals in TV and no pay TV because they are very manipulated. Some news will be true. However, for example, Global won't post about, like against Lula, for example, because they will benefit from that. I don't know if you guys, but exists another law that they want to implement Brazil. It'll be very his for PL exists another, I just forget. The government, you decide what is fake news or no. So it's a very drastic risk in your life because they want to manipulate us why they believe that will be good for us to know, and we be more and more dangerous to your world. But I think that like institutions and journals, they had a point of view, they were of that, and because of that, you don't see, a lot of journals talk about the PADI, the new law, because they were of this, because Open TV were of this. I don't know exactly why, but it exists a point that those we have for this. So I think that's those reasons why people share fake news, or even history. If you saw the history of the world, it always exists the history of the champions, of the people that win. So we don't know about others and other point of views. So it's very risky and have to think deeply than just no. Just I think that's enough to my brain process. So Sabine.
I understand you. And you, Wesley.
I think there is a lot of reasons. Some people have just for ignorance, right? That they don't know about the subject and try to spread this subject or spread the opinion, for a forced opinion based on a false fact, for example. So another ones just want to get more views and win money with that. Another one's just try to prejudice someone. We have a lot of this in politics, right? So I think if you would just think about it, we will create a list of the motivation and the reasons that people spread fake news, right?
Yeah, perfectly. I will don't talk about this because with our time is is gone. But I agree with kind of all of you talk. People, I'm so glad for your presence. I'm sending on the chat the link for survey, and uh, I think if you can, if you can put your opinion, suggest a topic. I want. I'm always reading the 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 survey, and I'm use these suggestions for improve these sessions, okay? And for me this is so important, and I'm sending my LinkedIn to with we have a big network in TNT. And people, I'm so glad for your presence, and the next Wednesday I'm here and I wait for you. Thank you for that, and have a good night, people.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Bye bye.
Hello, bye bye.
Bye bye, people.